Okay, headline out of Forbes magazine. Over 80% of business leaders admit they don't know how to reduce employee burnout. Oh my gosh. This is such a non-massive problem, and yet we've made it a massive problem. This is a massive problem, and it doesn't have to be a massive problem. I'm going to break it down for you. But first, more details on this. A new study from Leadership IQ called the Employee Burnout Study. 19% of leaders rate their skills in reducing employee burnout as advanced or expert. Oh, that's nice. But 81% basically are going, I don't know how to reduce burnout. Now, this article goes on, and the guy does his best to try to frame the issue. But let me just break this down. As a human being and as a leader, I cannot help solve something I don't understand. Can we start there? Isn't that basic common sense? When I take my car in because it's not operating properly, the mechanic, all I can do is tell the mechanic what I'm experiencing. The mechanic then goes, okay, we'll take a look. The mechanic cannot solve what he or she does not understand. So I got to know what the problem is. Now I go about solving it. So leaders are struggling mightily to deal with the problem of burnout, but they don't even understand what's really going on. And again, burnout is the symptom. If I go to the doctor today and I tell the doctor my knee's sore, he doesn't look at me and go, oh, great, you have sore knee. It doesn't happen that way. So what do? Examines it physically. Maybe we're going to get an X-ray, an MRI. I don't know, right? So when somebody goes, I'm feeling burned out, leaders just go, oh, crap. Well, they're burned out. No, we got to find the source of the burnout. Thankfully, Dr. Ken is in today. Here we go. 5 causes of what people are calling burnout. Number 1, there's no passion or mission. Let's, again, come back to what I teach. My fundamental methodology here. You're in your sweet spot doing what you're born to do. When you use what you do best, talent, to do work that you love, think of the task, the role, the function itself. You love it. That's passion. And then you are creating a result from that work that actually is a deep connection to your values. That's mission. So when I use what I do best to do work I love, to produce results that matter to me, I am on fire. So a lot of people are burned out because there's no passion connection, no mission connection to the work. So after a while, you come in, you keep doing the same job, and you don't love the work, and you don't have a personal values connection to the results of the work. You just turn into a spiritual, soulless zombie. Number 2 cause of burnout, toxicity. Toxic gets thrown around a little too much these days. But the reality is, leaders, if you got somebody that's acting burned out and saying they're burned out, do you have a good grasp on what's going on between you and them or their teammates? Is there a relationship issue? Gossip? Backbiting? Sabotage? In the form of relationships. Because a toxic work environment can burn a person out pretty quickly. I can't tell you how many times I've had callers call the show. They thought they wanted to change careers, and when I dug into their situation, they were doing the right thing in the wrong place. They were in their sweet spot, talent, passion, mission. But in a toxic environment, it doesn't matter if it was the dream job or not. It will become a nightmare quickly. Number 3, you're overwhelmed. We're seeing a lot of this in the healthcare industry. These frontline health workers doing everything they can, and they're swamped. And they love caring for people. But when they get out of the car, the water's already right underneath their nose and rising. You show me an overwhelmed person, I'll show you a person that's going to burn out really fast if they don't get relief. Number 4, underappreciated. Leaders, a lot of burnout comes from the fact that you suck at telling people that they're doing a really good job. A lot of burnout comes from leaders not acknowledging how valuable that their team is. And they're going. They're producing results, but they don't hear what we all need to hear. Attaboy, attagirl. And number 5, they're bored. The human condition is one of progress. You can experience this with elementary school kids. You do a new art and craft, and the first time they do it, those kids are totally engaged. They're in it trying to figure it out. If you did the same art and craft every day, they'd lose interest. If you played the same game at recess every day, they'd lose interest. We humans need new variety and new challenge. They must be challenged. You can do the same basic work, but as long as there's a new challenge. So a challenge could be that you got to learn a new skill. Could be simple. But leaders, those are the 5 causes. No passion and mission, toxicity, overwhelmed, underappreciated, bored. Those are what I believe are the sources of burnout. And essentially those singularly or together will cover up somebody's heart and they don't feel their heart anymore. It's like build up on the heart, which causes burnout. Leaders, if you know what the cause is, now you can solve the problem, just like the mechanic. But the problem is you're trying to deal with something and you don't even know what's causing it. So you can't fix it. Come on, leaders, get your head out of the sand. Love on your people, connect to people. And I'm telling you, you got this.